Moments ago, news broke that caught the nation by surprise. Mike Rowe, the man whose voice became synonymous with grit, honesty, and hard work, shared a deeply personal announcement. For over 2 decades, he has celebrated the unsung heroes who do the toughest jobs in America. From sewage workers to crab fishermen, he has been their storyteller, shining a light on work often overlooked. Today, however, the focus is not on the laborers or their stories. It is on Mike himself at 62. In the decision to step back from much of the public life he has built. Roots in Baltimore, Mike's journey began far from cameras and grime. Growing up in Baltimore, Maryland, he gravitated toward performance, music, and storytelling. His distinctive baritone developed not on construction sites, but in school plays and choir rehearsals. He often cites his grandfather, a skilled tradesman, as his guiding influence. While other kids dreamed of superheroes, Mike admired the dignity and hard work. That respect for craft shaped his values and would later define his career. It instilled a philosophy that work, no matter how messy, deserves respect, and that humility, curiosity, and honor are as vital as skill in any profession. Finding his voice. After earning a communications degree from Towson University, Mike explored voice work and even trained with the Baltimore Opera Company. Though his voice belonged in concert halls, his heart leaned toward real people and real stories. He drifted into television, narrating commercials and live QVC segments, learning timing, humor, and connection along the way. Night after night, he honed the ability to speak to audiences naturally and authentically. This unpolished skill set would later allow him to connect with everyday Americans on a profound level. Mike's voice became a bridge between audiences and the hardworking people rarely seen or celebrated. An unexpected opportunity. Then came the call that would change everything. A series was proposed that would showcase America's toughest, messiest, and most overlooked jobs. What sounded simple, a host trying the country's grimiest work, became a cultural phenomenon. Mike approached it with curiosity rather than spectacle. He never mocked workers, he honored them. Climbing into sewage pits, handling livestock, hauling trash, and navigating industrial chaos, he treated every task with humility. Viewers weren't just watching jobs, they were meeting people. Mike gave them dignity, attention, and a voice. His narration elevated work often considered dirty or undesirable into a form of poetry. Celebrating the everyday hero. Through his work, Mike made a national impact, transforming how Americans perceive labor. Pig farmers, miners, plumbers, and crab fishermen became the focus, not the mess. Audiences recognized not only the difficulty of the work, but the human beings behind it. The show became a mirror reflecting dedication, resilience, and often unnoticed courage. It was entertainment, yes, but also education and empathy. Through grit, humor, and respect, Mike highlighted the backbone of America. People weren't just watching for novelty, they were learning to see value in effort. He became a storyteller the country trusted, not a celebrity the country idolized. Beyond the spotlight, when the series ended, many expected Mike's moment to fade. Instead, he expanded his mission. Traveling the country revealed a growing shortage of skilled workers and a societal undervaluing of trades. Seeing the gap between education and employment ignited a purpose beyond television. He launched the Mike Rowe Works Foundation in 2008, offering scholarships to welders, plumbers, electricians, and mechanics. Mike challenged the notion that success depends solely on college degrees. Dignity, he argued, comes from effort, skill, and perseverance. His advocacy extended into classrooms, government, and online platforms, inspiring a generation to respect and pursue meaningful work. In trades often overlooked by society, returning the favor Mike also found ways to celebrate the everyday heroes whose stories might otherwise go unnoticed. Through initiatives like Returning the Favor, he highlighted individuals making positive impacts in their communities. His podcast, The Way I Heard It, became a modern-day storytelling platform, delivering sharp, engaging narratives with unexpected twists. Over time, he evolved into a unique voice, America's blue-collar philosopher. His message went beyond specific jobs. It became about mindset, humility, and recognizing value in effort. Millions came to see him as a trusted guide, one who could illuminate human dignity in ways both entertaining and profoundly moving. The toll of the mission. But the years of crawling, lifting, and constant travel took their toll. Behind the humor and calm narration were real physical and emotional strains. Even the strongest can be worn down by relentless schedules and the weight of a personal mission. In his gear announcement, Mike cited medical advice to slow down, prioritize his health, and step back from the pace he had maintained for decades. Carrying the skilled labor cause largely on his own had become heavy, both physically and emotionally. This revelation was not a resignation, but a necessary recalibration, underscoring the human limits behind tireless advocacy, passing the torch. In a surprise twist, Mike announced that leadership of his foundation will pass to others. This isn't an ending, but a handoff. The mission he built will continue, guided by a new generation empowered by his vision. While he will remain visible in more personal ways through podcasts, smaller engagements, and online content, he is relinquishing the demands of constant travel and back-to-back projects. The lesson is subtle but important. Even those who dedicate themselves to others need to recharge. It is a reminder that sustainable impact requires balance, humility, and recognition of personal limits. Redefining legacy, Mike's legacy extends far beyond any television series or foundation. It lives in classrooms using clips to teach respect for work, in apprenticeships funded by scholarships, and in homes where families remember the host who smiled through grime and hardship. His work reshaped the national conversation about skilled labor and reinvigorated appreciation for essential jobs. The value of effort, the dignity of hard work, and the importance of honoring people, not just professions, became central to how millions of Americans perceive work. Mike's influence continues through everyone he has inspired to see labor as meaningful, not menial, a slower, still powerful chapter. As Mike steps into a slower chapter, his impact remains undiminished. He's no longer chasing relentless schedules, but his voice, ideas, and mission continue. The lessons he embodied, curiosity, respect, humility, and resilience, persist in the people and organizations he touched. By letting others take on the public-facing work, he ensures the cause endures while also caring for his own health. Even in retirement from constant activity, his presence is felt. The story of work, honor, and grit he championed lives on, echoing in classrooms, workplaces, and households across the country. The enduring light of Mike Rowe. Mike Rowe's story is not just about a career, it is about inspiring a generation to recognize value where it often goes unnoticed. From Baltimore to the nation, he demonstrated that dignity is found in effort, not applause. Even as he steps back, his influence remains luminous. He reminded Americans that everyday heroes deserve acknowledgement and that passion for work can transform lives. As he enters this quieter chapter, the light he ignited continues to shine. Through the people he honored, the programs he created, and the countless individuals who now see work, grit, and perseverance in a new, respectful light.